What do I think makes someone an artist? That is a really good question.
I've grown up with the idea that everyone is an artist, and that there's art in everything, everywhere. And I think growing up in Oakland has reaffirmed that idea. Here, we not only have formal art institutions in which artists are classically trained, and where art can be viewed in galleries, but we also have the entirety of our city. Walking through the streets, you're bound to come across someone's artistic endeavor. Whether that be an aspiring graphic designer's stickers pasted on street signs, a graffiti artist's familiar tag, an art student's posters in a local business's window, or the most common sight, a giant mural on the side of a wall. Living here, you get to experience an art gallery for free every time you go outside. A living, ever-evolving, and storytelling museum. While there are some murals that are more permanent pieces, obviously commissioned by an individual or business, many of the newest ones are community efforts that document history, old and new, and express the struggles of different movements and marginalized communities. This summer, Oakland saw an influx of murals popping up downtown. This rise in colorful paintings came in tandem with the major Black Lives Matter protests that were happening at the time. It was in these moments where I was truly able to see how art can be used as a medium for connection, storytelling, and empathy. This wasn't exactly a new discovery of mine, but it was the first time I was able to see art act in this incredibly powerful way, so up close. Alicia Arnold, my graphic design teacher at Oakland Tech, explains the experience best.
I was at one of the protests and I rode my bike back up and I went through Chinatown and I got to an intersection where I just saw all of these open, big paint cans all over the sidewalk and a bunch of people just painting. And I was like, wow, I just ran into an emergent art experience. And I went up to talk to the person who was there and they told me, nobody's in charge here. We just started painting murals on all the boarded up windows of Oakland as a response or a conversation with all the critical issues around police violence and anti-Black violence. And people just started showing up and painting with us. Other people just started donating paint, and this corner became the place where the paint was. I was so impressed by that, just as a human being, and seeing the emergence of the expression of what people needed to say, what people were feeling, and just the possibility of it just emerging and happening just out of the ether. And in a way that was not centralized, but it was available as a resource. And that to me was just very impactful, and I'll never forget that.